On our second day in the Serengeti, we woke up eager and full of excitement, ready to begin another day in the great African savanna. We had no idea that our morning game drive would transform into probably the most incredible wildlife spectacle we had ever witnessed, one that few visitors to the Serengeti ever get the luck of seeing. The morning game drive started off fairly normal as safari days go, having to make a stop while a herd of zebra crossed the road right in front of us. As we were driving along, Fadili pointed out a lone buffalo that had walked away from its herd to feed on softer grass. It was a very old female buffalo, and with its protruding rib cage, was obviously quite hungry and weak. She continued to forage in the grass while a few oxpeckers joined along for the ride, perched on her back. Our guide told us that as buffaloes age, their teeth wear down, which are necessary for chewing on grass. She had to separate from the herd to find food that was easier for her to eat. She had been completely distanced from her herd, who were grouped together some distance away. As she was standing under a nearby tree, distant figures started emerging from the savanna grass. It was a pride of lions, and our guide told us we should wait and see what happens. They were coming out one by one, walking in the direction of the lone buffalo. It was pretty obvious at this point that the lions were on the hunt as they crept slowly through the grass, so we sat by while the whole situation began to unfold. All of a sudden, off to our left, a lion we hadn't seen chased away the remainder of the lone buffalo's herd. This was to separate them from the stray buffalo, as buffalo are well known for attacking lions, even in larger prides. The first one came and crossed the road before running up to the buffalo. The buffalo attempted to chase the lioness off. But just as she was doing so, a second lioness snuck up from behind and made her attack. The buffalo tried her best, but was too weak to fight back against the two lionesses. Lions always kill their prey before eating it, and this was no exception. Even with all their power and strength, it took the might of several lions to keep the aging buffalo from getting up. The female was suffocating the buffalo, a graphic process that took almost 20 minutes to end from start to finish.
It's suffocating it.
As time went on, more and more lions appeared from the grass. Fadili told us it was a super pride, comprised of more than 35 individuals. He said it was one of the largest prides he had ever seen. Despite the size of the pride, only a few of the lionesses did the hunting part, with the rest of the family waiting nearby to begin eating. Apparently this one buffalo would be enough for the entire pride, with the leftovers going to the hyenas and the vultures. Once the buffalo had passed, the female lioness got up and, with blood staining her face, walked right by to take a rest under a nearby tree. She was too tired to do anything else at that point. Fadili informed us that it would take a while before the lions began feeding, as it would be the male that would get first pick, followed by the rest of the pride. The male was still nowhere to be seen. The next morning, we ended up coming back to the same location to see what happened to the buffalo, and all that was left was a few bloody bones being picked on by vultures. All of this happened in less than 24 hours. Despite being the most brutal wildlife encounter we had ever witnessed, it was amazing to see how this one aging buffalo managed to feed so many creatures. From the lions all the way down to the vultures and insects, nothing went wasted.